All right, so if you guys really liked Morbius, there has been huge amounts of speculation that this one is going to kind of be just like that. I watched Morbius. I did a review of it. The person that I did a review of it with was committing BAH fraud in the Army, and I tried to report her, and she used leadership to take reprisals against me, so I've taken down all of the videos that she's in on my YouTube channel, but I did do a review of it. So, and I'm currently suing the Army over this as well. Don't want to get too much into my own personal life, but also my marriage is falling apart and my kids have cancer. No, that's a joke. That last part was a joke. No, so anyway, I'd watched Morbius. I thought people really hated that movie, but I was like, I mean, it's okay. It was like, it was whatever. It was like a throwaway, maybe like a throwaway movie you might watch on if it shows up on TV and you put it on in the background and it's fine, nothing too egregious. But anyway, so this is a similar type of movie, and people are speculating that it's going to be terrible, just like Morbius was considered terrible. Have you heard anything about this? Do you know who this is? Have you seen this? What's up?
I've just seen this trailer, watching the movie we watched last night.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we went and saw Alien Romulus, and we're going to do the review tomorrow. You guys probably will see it next week, middle of next week, so check that out when it comes out. But
it looks interesting. I think it looks interesting. Yeah. I'm kind of excited about it.
I haven't seen this, so because I made sure to only go in like after the previews and stuff are done. So
gotcha.
Yeah, but let's check it out. We are watching the trailer for The Action Pack Needs You. You can support Mike's After Action Reviews on our Patreon for as little as $3 a month. Every quarter, once we've made at least $200, we're going to be giving away 10% of our earnings from Patreon in a giveaway over on our Twitch, so go check that out as well. You can find all of the links for everything in the description and in the pinned comment down below. Do your part. Support the pack. The Action Pack. KRAVEN, the new trailer HD. Sony, coming at us from Sony Pictures Entertainment. We're going to like the video. It's got 2.7 million views, 92,000 likes, and 5.7 thousand dislikes. Yeah, I mean, like I said, people were. It's coming from Sony. Sony has like the Sony-verse of basically the Spider-Man movie-verse. It's like like the Spider-Verse, okay? They have the animated movies that are called the Spider-Verse, and they also have the live-action movies, which they own, and they kind of are doing their own, like, MCU type of thing with just Spider-Man's characters. So, Morbius, people hated. People are probably saying that this is probably going to be the same quality. And so I said, well, I saw Morbius, so why not, you know? Yeah, so here we go. Who's next? Only in theaters this December. Okay, so Kraven the Hunter is, and also he was in the Spider-Man game. So Spider-Man 2, Marvel Spider-Man 2. So people are probably a little hyped to see him in live action as well. Some people who aren't worried about comparing it to Morbius. So Kraven the Hunter is the visceral, action-packed origin story of how and why one of Marvel's most iconic villains came to be. Aaron Taylor Johnson, whoever, plays Kraven, a man whose complex relationship with his ruthless father, Nikolai Kravinoff, played by Russell Crowe, starts him down a path of vengeance with brutal consequences, motivating him to become not only the greatest hunter in the world, but also one of its most feared. Alright, based on the Marvel Comics. It's not rated, and all of those things. So let me tell you something. Beyond the Bonsai. What the heck? Oh, that's another... It's like, what is this? Yeah, so I already kind of know... Like, how he gets his powers is different from the comic book. Because we watched a different trailer, and it was different than what it was in the comics. But we'll get into that either in the middle of the trailer or afterwards. But we've got a 2-minute and 31-second trailer. Oh, do you have any comments before we get started? You said it looks okay.
Yeah, I thought it looked pretty good.
Okay. Well, let's check it out. We've got a 2-minute 31-second trailer. I hope that you're ready. I love my awesome Support the Troops Stormtrooper mug. Do you know where you can get a mug just like this one, but different? Bottega Krua. Bottega Krua is an Italian born and raised artisan trained at the Academy of Fine Arts in Venice, Italy. Since 2010, Bottega Krua has offered unique handmade and hand-painted ceramics, pottery, and other artistic products. You can find these products at her Etsy store by following the link down below. She also takes custom orders, but they may take longer to ship because she has to make them after you order them. So, go check out Bottega Krua to get yourself an awesome mug just like this one or the ones you've been seeing behind me as this ad has been going on. Remember guys, supporting our partners is supporting the pack, the Action Pack. Here we go.
My son, we are hunters. The greatest the world has ever known.
Охотник до сказки.
All right.
Каждой сказки есть правда.
Okay. A family picture.
Just like Deadpool.
I'm sorry, say it again?
Just like Deadpool. All
yeah,
family
exactly.
movies.
exactly.
Who's next?
Oh, do you understand that? He went into that prison to kill that guy. That's why she was like an assassination of this guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. So here he is in his icon. See, this is one thing that I will say. Marvel and even Fox, like the X-Men movies where you had none of them were in their original, like their comic book suits, or Wolverine, no spoilers for a certain movie that came out recently, but well, I mean, it's in the trailers, he's in his yellow suit.
Yeah.
Sony has always had Spider-Man be in the comic book suits. This guy, he's got the comic book pelt on his shoulders, so it's pretty cool. So yeah. I can appreciate that. So okay, anyway, though, here moving forward, got about 2 minutes left.
I heard the noise of thunder.
Are you like your father? A gangster? A killer?
And I heard a voice. And behold.
Ooh.
Hell followed with him. There's a man going round taking
All right.
My son. And he decides who to free and who to blame. Yes, an animal stronger than you.
Wait, did you see that?
Decides who to
Just
free
wait.
and who to blame.
Is that is that a man getting mauled by a bear?
Yes, it is. I didn't see that.
You gotta have the touch, or well, I guess the eye for it. Yeah, that's the bear's face, and that is a man getting mauled by a bear. Okay, cool. Well, I'm barely surprised. Okay, here we go.
An animal stronger than you can imagine. On your arm.
Oh, do you know? Okay, so that's the lizard. That's what that is. That's the lizard. Probably. I'm not. It could be something else, but it looks like he's about to grow scales and turn into a thing.
Nope. Yeah, it's could be something else. You'll see.
You know? Okay. All right, here we go.
On your arm.
His hunt
Stand up.
probably is not. It begins now.
Some are born and some are dying.
Once you're on his list, there's only one way off.
Begins. Okay.
When the man comes around. When the man comes around.
Okay. If there was an elevator that actually did that, ding, ding, ding. Ding! That would be terrible. All day long, every day, people just doing normal work, going to different floors, and I'm sitting here in my penthouse. Ding! 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 Like, listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to how dumb that is.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's going to be a short. Here we go. Here we go. About a minute left. Okay.
Whoever is unjust,
You think you're some kind of honor, some kind of code.
will be unjust.
You're just another man
Whoever is righteous,
hunting for a trophy,
let him be righteous still.
just like our father.
Okay. So a super assassin, obviously some type of superpowers.
When the man comes around.
Embrace who you really are, son.
It seems like he can control animals. Oh! Yeah!
You would call
Yep.
legend.
When the man comes around.
The Rhino. Do you know that in the...
When the man comes around.
Okay, December. That's cool. So I will tell you, the Rhino, in the Spider-Man 2 video game, the Rhino was featured in both Spider-Man 1, Marvel Spider-Man, the first game. He was also featured in Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Yeah.
He was not featured in Marvel Spider-Man 2 as an enemy, but when you go to KRAVEN's the base where you're like doing some stuff, you don't actually fight KRAVEN there, but you infiltrate his base, you can actually see the Rhino's head mounted on the wall
Oh, wow.
in one of the areas. Yeah, so that's why he is not in the game, because he was murdered by KRAVEN.
By KRAVEN. Yeah.
So in the comic books, the Rhino was actually just a guy.
Yeah.
His suit, he had a suit made so that way he could do like a league of almost like super wrestling.
Yeah.
Actually, what the Rhino. Okay, and then it gave him, or I think he might have taken some kind of thing to make him super strong as well, but actually that it was not his skin. He was not mutated to be that way. And then later on you see him with a mechanical suit, and that's because as the comic books progress they made it cooler. But this is interesting as well. I mean, this is interesting where the Rhino actually mutates into a rhinoceros man, so that's awesome. Rhino is also giant, so hopefully we see, I mean, he's big here, but I don't know how big he is. In the last trailer we saw this guy gets bitten by a lion, and then something happens and he gets basically like lion superpowers. In the comic books, he uses potions, and they give him like temporarily. My understanding is that it's not even that he permanently gets boosted. It's that he has chemicals and stuff, concoctions that he uses that give him super strength, like almost like a temporary version of the super soldier serum. So people were saying that it's funny because you have like Morbius get bitten by a bat, get bat powers. KRAVEN get bitten by a lion powers. Probably the Rhino from this trailer, he was probably bitten by a rhino. So yeah, interesting. I think that, this is, I mean, is it going to be some amazing movie? Probably not.
Yeah, with that concept of being bitten by things, I wonder what Ace Ventura would have after coming out of the Rhino.
That's nice. Yeah, there you go. So this is coming out in December, and it's probably coming out in December because they don't have a lot of faith in it.
Yeah.
But as far as being an action movie, you have these action movies that come out in the summer, and not a great plot, maybe a little bit of comedy, sometimes not so much comedy, just like a straight action movie. And some of them aren't great, but they're okay. You watch it, you throw it away, you move on with your life, not a big deal.
Yeah.
It could be like that. It might be, 'cause some of the action might be pretty cool, and then seeing the characters of KRAVEN versus the Rhino is definitely interesting. So what are your thoughts on it? Thumbs up, thumbs middle, thumbs down. What do you got?
I'd give it a thumbs up. It looks, I love the action movies. It's definitely got the action. the main character, I like him. He's a beautiful man, but two, like he's been doing some pretty good movies. I loved him. Loved him in Bullet Train.
Okay, yeah, I did too. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about it. Hopefully, it's not as bad as Morbius, but it does. I could see the potential of being that way.
Let me see. Isn't he from Kick-Ass, or is that another guy?
Yep. He's from Kick-Ass too.
Yeah. Okay. So he's the main character from Kick-Ass. It's like the guy from Kick-Ass started taking things a little bit more seriously.
and became got bit by a lion, you know. Take things serious after that.
And then he became KRAVEN. Yeah. So cool. All right. Yeah. I mean, I give it a thumbs up too. I think that the trailer looks good. We're gonna see how it goes. Is my faith in it? Do I have a great amount of faith in it? Well, not really, but it could be okay. You know, maybe it'll surprise me though. So yeah. But all right, let's check out what the comments are saying. So here we go. What do we got? I love the part where the rhino got his powers from a drop of rhinoceros blood and learned, with great horns comes great horniness. I walked right into that one. Okay, guys. I love it. Now this is.
I love you all. I love you all. That's great.
That's so awesome. I gotta tell you. So the reason that they're making comments like that is because they're saying, like, so when Morbius came out, it basically was not Morbius.
Yeah.
Like what you would typically see from what people typically expected from a Morbius thing, and then what they're saying, this is the same ideas. Like, it's obviously this is not KRAVEN. Is what that's the joke being made there. Feels like they gave. Yeah, so it feels like they gave the trailer editor 2 assignments. Make sure people know it's R-rated and that he's a hunter. In fact, try and put as much of the word hunter in there as you can. When KRAVEN stood up after being beaten down and said, "KRAVEN, more of these." These comments, I tell you right now. I love the part where KRAVEN says, you know how long I've been craving for this? Oh, I'm about to KRAVEN him. I can't myself here. Okay, I can't wait till I hear KRAVEN say, "I'm craving justice." Indeed. First minutes I was like, oh, it's a Rambo movie, and after its last second I was like, oh, it's a Rambo movie with a rhino on it. Are you KRAVEN because you're the hunter, or are you the hunter because you're KRAVEN? Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Okay, last one. I love the part where he yells, "It's KRAVEN time!" and KRAVEN all over his enemies. Truly a Sony and Avi Arad staple of being best writing of all time. Ever since Avi started with having Emo Peter in Spider-Man 3 yell, "It's bully time!" after throwing dirt in his enemy's eye. It's funny. Okay. So the comments are kind of making fun of it. A lot of people are making fun of, because actually I didn't think about it, but yeah, like Sony, I kind of put it out of my mind, but you got to think like Morbius, Madam Web, now KRAVEN. These are all made by the same people. Okay, guys.
Yeah, that definitely set the stage, didn't
it? Yeah. Maybe this one will break the cycle. The third time is the charm. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Here we go. All right, we did spend a little bit of time on this one. We've got 3 more. So, check it out in December. We don't have a day. They've got it like KRAVEN the Hunter release date. December 13th. So check it out December 13th. We'll be there. So, Tommy Boy, if you're interested, you can be the rhino on the thumbnail, and I'll be KRAVEN. And I will be grabbing your horn.
Got great horniness, I don't know.
Yeah, cool. I like it. It's got him riding a wolf. I don't think that he can command beasts. That's the other thing in the comics either, but that's just kind of a power they've given him. Yeah, I think it's okay to change the characters in such a way where it's like, okay, so he's KRAVEN, he takes potions to become strong, and he's a really good hunter. What if we just changed him a little bit where he got innate super strength from some kind of way of being spliced with lion DNA, and then maybe given him some animalistic powers? I think that that's okay. You know,
yeah.
That's not terrible.
Yeah.
If they would have said, like, he's KRAVEN and he's a really great hunter in the comics, so let's give him electrical energy powers for the movie, I'd be like, what the like that's and they've done that in the Marvel movies. I don't know if you've realized that, but with characters where they completely change their powers, completely change who they are and the core of the character. But yeah. Anyway, check it out. December 13th. Let's move on to the next one though. Here we go. Don't forget to check me out on Twitch and join the Discord where you can voice chat with me while I live stream and you won't be recorded or anything on YouTube and Twitch, so that's pretty cool. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram. If you like to read, you can see my after action reports on my blog. And if you are interested, you can get some merch from my spring store. The links for everything are in the description below.